Hello everyone, my name is Lettuce, and welcome to this game that I actually clicked forward on. Let's go back one. There we go. So welcome back to Unroaded, and today I am joined by Soulless with a very fitting game. You there?
Oh, hello everyone.
There you go.
Sorry. Zoned out for a second.
Alright, Soulless everyone. Anyways, my name is Lettuce, and let's go ahead and get into this game. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought it was okay. The dead man who spoke to the second one tears his little finger from his foot and puts it on the bedroll, where a hand is already placed on. Did they bet on the vagrant? First dead man. Too soon. This one is still alive. Is it still my turn to read, or are we?
It is, well, the only reason we were switching out was because you kept stuttering and messing up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. There's a loud bang. The skull of the dead man, who was beating his head against the wall, finally cracks. The body falls limply to the ground, raising a heap of dust. First dead man laughs
Hoarsely.
and takes the hand.
Pretty much what that is like dry throat, pretty much. So they're laughing with a dry throat.
One again. You always bet on death. Because there can be no other outcome.
It can.
No one needs immortality.
Our fate is another search for immortality. I just decided to take that over for you. None of these voices are going to be the same, by the way, guys.
Yeah, mostly just gonna be me just struggling a bit to read.
It's not the same because we don't remember what we did.
Yeah. Their strange dialogue suddenly stops. They turn into the newcomers.
Say goodbye to the toe.
Already.
How long have you been wandering?
Actually read the longer parts. I'll just read the shorter parts. That way.
With delay, the vagrant realizes that the last phrase was addressed to him. He doesn't move, looking at these odd dead men, and starts thinking about what to answer. You wanted the short ones.
Yeah. Conscious for the first time. Conscious. Don't remember the time. What are we playing?
You playing.
Wait, what are you playing, Jesus?
Making bets.
We are making bets. Everyone is dying. There are no losers in this game. When I have spare bones, I bet on life.
And then I get new bones. And what are you doing?
It's not easy to get used to their speech. They seem to dictate only the meaning of their thoughts. I'm looking for someone like me to save myself from madness.
Madness awaits us all. Play. Nothing more is needed. We won't become alive. We won't regain our feelings. We will never have love again. No one needs this kind of existence.
There is no meaning. Therefore, seek for the last death, or play. Did you like that laugh I added in?
I'm I'm just over here fucking terrified of that. Don't do that. You sounded like, I don't know what just happened, but you just gave me a weird vibe of Joker, and all of a sudden, I just, sinked in the shadows, yeah, nope, not gonna say a word.
Sorry, I have a good clown laugh that I can do off the spot. I've never even practiced it, but I can do it.
I want to say for the option, in my case, I want to say argue, but that's your opinion on that one.
This is completely your choice, remember? Since you are the vagrant.
Oh, true. I guess argue. We'll argue. Just see where this goes. We'll find my own meaning, and if it disappoints me, I'll look for another one. Because life is an opportunity to make a choice, and I won't deny my life as long as I remember who I am. After listening to him, the dead man remained silent for a long time. The second one takes his little finger back.
Lucky.
Boring!
I really had to bet on him. Disturbed dust lazily
hovers.
I don't know how to how do you
Lazily hovers.
Lazily hovers over the stone in the
Inanimate.
silence peals.
Mumbling.
Okay, you take the rest of it.
Mumbling with the sigh of mumbling mixed with the sigh of one of the debaters. The second one snorts as if in response. There you go, you get to continue.
That man don't breathe. These are feelings. They have them. They don't understand. Remember your names?
We all have no past. Now no one has a name. Names are no longer needed. No longer needed.
I'll keep silent. You alright? Frager doesn't remember his name either, so what's the difference? The dead man gets distracted by their previous victim.
Well, overgrown with moss faster, he or his clothes. If we bet on those who truly are dead, let's get out of here. Seek for others. Is Vagrant with us?
Vagrant with us?
No! He thinks too much. We'll spoil the game. But we'll meet again.
But Willie will...
If you won't die!
I like how you keep trying to read the lines I keep saying afterwards.
Your content.
Friends.
Look at him again. I knew what it was. I wasn't sure if I was waiting for you to take over, but I wasn't sure if you were still reading or not.
Yeah. I was reading the other two characters' lines.
Let's say nod. I'm just gonna say nod. See what happens. Vagrant nods. Perhaps someday their paths will converge. Then he won't mind having friends, even though he doesn't understand what that word means. He hopes these two feelings. Okay, you know what? You read. I don't even know where.
He hopes these two will help him find out. Well, he hopes these two will help him find out one day.
Reading's really weird in this. Yeah, you take over.
The three leave the basement and their paths diverge. The debaters are going away from the sun. They no longer need this city, and Vagrant continues his way to the ruins' depths.
Continue or
Yeah.
there
I'm just don't.
is no one else. That was misspelled. There is no one else. How can I correct that? It's just game. Fix yourself. There is no one else. Nothing happens. Stone walls dissolve the world in grayness, and when they end, only the sky remains in the same gray. You want to continue? Or?
The mad dead men are getting bigger. They attack without asking questions. Their hands never tremble. Their faces are always unreadable.
Their faces. You
Vigor
got
doesn't
them
want to-
faces?
Vigor doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to save them. Either he doesn't care what what was the reason.
I just heard a gag. What?
My voice cracked and it just went terrible for some reason. I
It
was
sounded
trying
like a
to-
gag as you were talking. I was questioning what that was.
Oh, my voice cracked, and when it does that, sometimes like I go to talk and I don't know what that noise was.
I didn't hear your voice change or break whatsoever. Just a gag. Just a gag showed up as you were talking normally.
Or their madness, the magic of death, or a weak mind that didn't accept the distance. They have no hope, no hope of salvation. He wants to think that way, or he wants to think that way. Once was the heart hurts with
Heartache.
Oh, now you.
He gets tired of timelessness. When no one is around, the body feels cumbersome. The mind is unnecessary, and existence itself is like a joke of an evil god.
Did you locked me up empty?
I couldn't tell if you
It's not-
finished that or not, but oh well.
I couldn't tell either. I'm zoning out. He does not receive a response. Knows that he won't get it by asking someone inside himself. Here you go.
Sorry, what?
Return.
Yearning insensibly turns into anger. The vagrant gets angry at the silence, at the thoughtless who are dressed in the same armor as he is, and quickly gets irritated when he is forced to fight again. Soon he begins to attack first. Each new battle takes him more than the previous one. Anger starts to become the goal. He is looking for rivals. He wants to tear apart the armor, cut the tendons, smash the bones. He is eager to watch the last moment of someone else's existence. How the weapon falls from the hands of the defeated enemy. And one day, he loses. The last death does not come because the other dead men don't think about crushing the enemy into dust, leaving him behind when he stops moving. The sun runs endlessly across the sky, and the vagrant lies in the faded grass, confusing himself with the dead. Stars are born in the dark and die with the forthcoming of light. Why is the sun doing this? Why kill the stars? He asks no one again. This is too foolish. He seems to be losing his mind. Understanding this, the vagrant forces himself to rise and move on. He picks up the sword, but ceases to fight, falling when attacked, waiting, then continues on his way. Now switch, your turn.
He is already far from the place of his death, and even farther from home.
But did you like the intensity I read all those lines?
I was just like enjoying you just reading because I didn't feel like my voice is suited for reading this because I can't do voice impressions whatsoever.
Oh, mine don't even sound like voice impressions to me. They just sound like. Well, actually, no. It sounds all like one voice impression. A smoker.
When will he find what he is looking for? The sun has time to set many times as the vagrant markings on his sword's sheath, which were made apparently when he was still alive. It's almost completely covered with Vagrant starts recounting. Once again, earth changes its color. It grows with trampled paths wander through a maze of rocks and find their end among the lights.
By the way, guys, if you do realize that his mic is cutting out some words, that's because we're using a certain site that doesn't always pick up on words, and also his current situation is a very heavy storm outside, so.
Yeah, my apologies.
Bad connection with a site that doesn't pick up words if you don't have amazing connection.
Yeah, unless you sound like you're eating the mic, which is what I'm currently doing, so it's not cutting out.
See, like, just make any random sound into the mic and it sounds like you're eating it. Alright, it just sounds like you're a Dovahkiin from Skyrim. I would sing the song. I would sing the song interpretation, but I'm not going to. Because copyright.
Bottle of rum.
No. Continue.
Trampled paths wander through a maze of rocks and find their end among the lights. Specks of armor are lying around, and is this a camp? 5 figures in armor sit around the fire. Helmets are covering their faces, and skulls scratched on their shields.
He can see what I'm circling, but you guys can't.
5 fingers in black armor.
Yeah, you missed that word entirely.
Humans? Oh, it cannot be. Fragrant realizes that he is correct. The knights do not move, do not breathe, just stare into the fire, fascinated as if nothing else is surrounding them. Bonfire makes dying logs sing, and they sing almost tingly. I don't know. That's a really weird word. That, or it's just a delusion and twiddles of the wind, and I'm ignoring that word because I don't want to mess it up.
It's invite, but just adding ingly to the end. Invitingly.
Nope, not gonna try it.
So, big oof. Let's continue.
Ruins half the plot because I can't.
The vagrant doesn't have time to move slightly forward towards the knights before one of them turns his head.
Oh, this guy again. You want to do a voice, or shall I?
You can.
A new executioner has visited us.
Yeah, I'm doing any voice I could come up with. Oh God. His voice is low mumbling. More alive than all of these vagrant has met so far. Those the vagrant has met so far. But there was something deranged about it. So a deranged, low humming voice.
I was gonna say, when you were trying to read the humming part, you said,
Yeah, I said humming.
I don't know what. Yeah.
But humming. Without waiting for the newcomer's answer, another knight asked doubtably.
Or a new victim.
You gotta add voices.
I can't do voices. I told you this. I can't.
Yeah, barely any of us can. Just pull it out. Pull it out between your cheeks.
Or nope. I have nothing.
Or a new
I can't
victim. Do anything. Yeah.
Or a new victim.
No. Look at him. Death has no power over him. Frozen. They look at the vagrant.
Will you join us in our noble goal? Who are you? What is your goal? We are executioner. Life has rejected us. We have rejected all living things.
Oh wait, I can't
Holy
tell
shit, that's
anymore
dark.
because like there was 2 question marks for the one without a silhouette and the one with the silhouette.
I'm questioning on why this guy just looks like the knight from Dark Souls, but just more darker and more deadly, I guess.
So yeah,
If
we
you
are
get
the
the reference, you'll
executioners.
know about-
Life has rejected us, so we have rejected all living things. Ah, the Grand Executioner. There we go. This guy.
So I thought you were reading. That's why I didn't say anything. I wasn't sure if you were reading or if I was reading.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, go for it.
When the
I'll
first
just
war
make
occurred, our time was taken by countless battles. When the second war occurred, we were caught out from the realm of the dead to kill again. And when there was no one left, we were abandoned.
Can I just say that sounded like the from South Park, those animal critters, the Christmas characters, the ones that were doing the
That
human
was not my
sacrifices and-
intention, but oh well. Mostly because I don't remember what they sound like, but I have a feeling it was close.
Yeah, it was definitely pretty close. Just note, we do not YouTube. We do not condone human sacrifices.
We do when it comes to this game. But only this game. That and maybe Doki Doki Literature Club. Or Lake of Voices. Or we haven't really finished the others, but those are the only ones I could actually mention.
Oh yeah, I do forgot. I do have a game that we should play someday.
Ah,
For
well anyways,
for
your line.
content. You speak of 2 wars? I only know of one.
Twice burned land, for the first time by the fault of our foolishness, for the second of our despair. But nothing would have happened if it were not for the necromancer. He tricked the 2 kingdoms with intricacies and intrigues to see the war happened. He came to both kings and offered death magic. When the armies were exhausted and the lands polar, the lords accepted his help.
Who is the
Necromancer.
Who is the necromancer?
We do not know. We are seeking. Revenge will not take long. The necromancer must pay. In pursuit of him, we will destroy all living things, because war is what he created for us. Our king is forgotten. Our children lie in graves with fools and cowards who fled from death to fire. We will not allow ourselves to fall so low. Pain is our strength. When we burn the necromancer, we will burn this world, so that there will be no more stupidity, so that there will be no more despair. Life is a mistake.
Remember, completely your choice.
It is. Strength leaves the vagrant. He feels pain and resentment for everything caused to him by others, for pure memory and loneliness. Cleaning the hilt of the sword, he repeats, life is a mistake. The nights are silent. Reflections of the fire dances on the black steel of their armor,
Diverting.
diverting attention from the heavy stairs.
But yeah, I feel like none of these characters will show back up, so I could just throw these voices back in at any time I want. I just have to wait a while.
What do they need the fire for? Don't they despise it?
I mean, we had 2 other people that came with us, and apparently they're no longer with us, or something like that, because we would have seen them.
Or maybe this is why they huddled around the bonfire as if they were still alive. They are testing their will, their spirit. After all, fire can provide a peace. Everything that all the dead men actually need.
Now I'm kind of hoping this guy actually has more lines, because it's great hearing it just by myself in that voice. There, more lines.
You understand our goal. Be one of us.
Join them.
Aw, man, he's gone.
Anger awakens sharply as the flames flare up. And even if he goes away soon, after all, everything goes away. The vagrant thinks that he is making
Were
the
you about
right
to say
choice.
he is a mistake?
Yeah.
Life is a mistake. No.
Life is a mistake.
Anyway, you can read that part now.
Nothing in the world could convince him otherwise. Life is a mistake.
It was nothing, and then...
Yeah, I said nothing, and then nothing again. You may have just not heard the first time.
Okay. Discord's being Discord then.
Yep.
My apologies. With the last ray of sun, they move forwards. Foothills follows them. The scarlet crowds.
Clouds.
Clouds.
Yeah, you said crowds.
Meant to blah. This place is too peaceful. This place
Peaceful.
is too peaceful. The wind walks freely and carefree. It doesn't bluster or howls, only touches the grass gently and retreats to the sky as if it is afraid to do harm. Clouds gather and crumble as the white dust, and when night falls, jumbles with the stars.
Stars.
Okay, that was really weird. This is really weird writing. I'm not used to this. I'm still getting used to doing these types of videos, so bear with me. Anyway, it is now Lettuce's turn to read.
The markings on the sheath become useless. Alongside the executioners, the vagrant feels the time. He asks them about the first life and fills his hearts with their grief. When the weight of their suffering becomes unbearable, he stops asking questions. Day and night they walk in silence, each thinking about one thing. Life is
a mistake.
Thoughts stop only when the vagrant forces himself to learn the stars. Even from here you can see them, barred Pearl, Virgo, Shield, and one without a name. Someone's image appears in his memories, but he drives it away, and grasping at the bright feelings, dreams up with a different one. And by the way, guys, it has been 30 minutes, so thank you guys for watching. I have been joined by Soulless. I was about to say Flaming. Jesus Christ. It's mostly because I'm planning on recording with him later. So, yep, I'm joined by Soulless here, and my name is Lettuce. He's down in the link down below, by the way. And never forget,
Life is a mistake.